Oh, Nancy, we're good. Nancy, we're good. I didn't see the third one. Sorry. Yeah, come on. Yeah, Greg in the middle. All right. We'll have Craig be with an opening statement and then go to questions from there. And we have Ava Saroff and Brooklyn DeLay with us.
First of all, just love the fact that both our teams get to play in matches like this. It's a tribute to both our programs to be at this level and compete like that. Thanks, Brooklyn. You always wanted to be a setter, give the assist, didn't you? Defensively, we haven't played like that in a long time. So, a lot of credit to our staff. Kyle putting the game plan together, Mara following through with it and making it happen in the game, and Amaya with blocking. So, to hold a team like Louisville to 47 kills in a 5-set match is pretty impressive. And then people like Ava coming off the bench to make a huge difference in a match when we needed our bench.
Questions? And if you have Craig, you always talk about the experience, the pressure points to get you ready for moments like this. Coming out in the fourth and the fifth sets, like your team did, just what do you attribute that to, and what do you think you did so well in those fourth and fifth sets to come out with the victory?
Yeah, we did not execute late in sets against Nebraska after the second set. We didn't execute late in a couple sets against Pittsburgh, and you can't teach how pressure feels until you feel it as a person. And so, our players are getting more comfortable in those moments and know they belong. And so now we did a really good job of making plays when we needed to.
Anyway, those first several sets were a slugfest. It's like neither team could really get going offensively. You come in that fourth and then the fifth, and it felt like the offense got sparked. What did you do, or what did you see from a blocking standpoint on the other side of the net where you were able to get your hitters in such good positions where you were able to score more efficiently?
Yeah, so honestly, credit to the scout. I mean, we've been talking about this for honestly weeks now, and just Louisville's a great team. They're a great blocking team, and I think one thing that we can hold our offense to is just being fast to the pin. So just getting that ball fast out there so the block isn't formed. And I think just coming out hot, we wanted to win this game, big rivalry. I think that our hitters were just ready to go, and even if it's like the block is there, just tooling it, going high hands. I mean, just making sure that the set's there and in the hitter's window, I mean, being able to score. So, yeah.
Coach, can you talk about Asia's serve in the fourth set? She got 6 in a row today.
It's pretty impressive, wasn't it? If you saw it in practice this week, you'd wonder why we put her in. No, I'm just kidding. No, Asia the thing that people know in our program about Asia is there's nobody that puts more time after and before practice than Asia Thigpen. So all summer long, I'm sure she put herself in those moments to do that, and she was ready mentally before she even got to that point in the match. So she's earned the right to perform in those moments.
Correct. We've talked about depth a lot this year. Obviously, Ava, what she did, but even Jordan Daly coming out of the bench was huge defensively, but even offensively getting you all a spark behind the center. What did you see out of everyone? Trinity coming in and serving for Brooklyn when she was struggling. Like the whole team today really felt like a team effort.
Yeah, I mean, it makes your staff proud when the people on the bench are ready, because it's easy to check out. It's easy to feel sorry for yourself if you're not playing. Or you can engage and do what you can to do whatever is needed for the team at the time. But Jordan came in. We weren't scoring behind the setter, so we needed a bigger blocking presence, and that was a huge factor in the match. All night long, and and then she came through offensively too at key moments as well. So again, you either prepare for those moments or you're not, and then you're just proud of all the people that came off the bench to make a difference.
Brooklyn, Craig kind of alluded to this earlier, but mentioned that you guys didn't execute maybe in those clutch moments against Nebraska and Pitt. What was different tonight to produce a different result?
Yeah, I think just working hard in practices. Obviously, we learned a lot from those matches, and I think just as a whole team, we worked on a lot of things this week. So coming into this game is just so huge. We talked about it all week long. It was bigger than what was on our chest. There's everybody here that cares about this, maybe even more than we did out there. So just coming into this game with that intent behind it, and yeah, just playing our all because we knew it was there all along. It just didn't show up in those earlier games.
Ava, you came in 24-24 in the third set. You guys lost the third set, but what changed going into the fourth and fifth set, and what led to the success?
We always talk about pressure being a privilege, and I think just embracing that opportunity and, like I said, big rivalry. There was a lot of emotion and fire that goes into this game, and I think just coming out and we wanted to win so bad that honestly the whole team was just lit up, and we just went into that game like we are not finished. We're gonna win this match, like whatever we have to do. So.
Greg, what do you think this does for your team moving forward, getting one like this?
It's hard to tell. I think, you take risks to schedule tough, but the reason you take those risks is because if you don't know what it's like to play in these matches early in the season, then when it gets to you later in the season, you may not quite be ready. And, just the belief, that you can win against good teams and top 5 teams and win on the road in front of a big crowd, that's going against you. Thanks to all the Big Blue Nation that came up tonight, and I did hear a Big Blue, Go Big Blue chant in the 4th set that you don't hear very often in this building. So that was pretty cool. But it just again adds a couple layers of belief going forward.
Brooklyn, I believe you said you've never beaten Louisville. So that said 2 things. What does this mean to you to finally break through? And secondly, when you were struggling as a team early, the change you guys went through, how does that serve you moving forward?
Yeah, I did say I've never beaten them, so this was just an amazing opportunity, and it just kind of shows that we're not done yet. Like, it's still early in the season. We still have a lot to work on. Credit to that team because they came firing on all cylinders at the beginning of the game, and I think just the response to it, like everyone's been talking about it truly was a team effort tonight. So many people came in off the bench, and that's just credit to how hard we work in practice and just how bought in the whole team is. So that was really cool. Yeah.
Coach or the players, I believe this is the last kind of big name non-conference game of the year. So what did you kind of learn playing a couple top 10 teams, getting a couple top 10 wins compared to where you were at the beginning of the season?
I learned a lot about the people that weren't starters tonight. I learned a lot that they were going to make a difference when they came in the match. And Asia, Jordan, Trinity. Trinity Louisville. Kid that grew up, around the sport her whole life. That, when you're called upon, you're ready. And so we're going to have way more opportunities going forward in these situations that people are going to have to step up, and it may be the starters, but it may be someone off the bench and maybe someone new next week.
Pretty good. Last one here. Okay. Kind of on that note, Craig, I know one match doesn't define a season, especially one in September, but 6 years since you guys have beaten Louisville, I've been there for a couple of really tough 5-setters that haven't gone your way. What does it mean to kind of get back on the board in this rivalry and kind of establish hopefully a new winning streak for you guys?
Yeah, I'm just happy for our fans. Our fans love this rivalry, and the Big Blue Nation, I'm sure, was jumping up and down in front of their TVs if they weren't here. And we always say in our program we play for something way bigger than ourselves. And a rivalry match is more about our people that follow us all year long, and the fans across the country that may not know volleyball as well. I'm sure they're happy today too. So. It means a lot, and it's an important step forward for these players at this time in Kentucky volleyball.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take one chair.
Just come up and move. Just
Coach and Peyton Peterson.
okay.